We could not accomplish the goals we had as a team.
I get a call. I think Enigma's roster are going to get free.
Enigma's team was the strongest team at that point.
You know, when tier 1 players are available, you have to take up that opportunity and you don't have time to decide on it.
And a roster which right now that looks frankly unstoppable.
इनका core chemistry bonding पहले से बहुत अच्छा है.
We wanted to win from day one.
I was all in for it.
Orangutan have found their prey. The apes assembled. This viper has fangs and ain't a petting zoo. This is a massacre. On Orangutan, the orange ape is where he shall reign. So I'm afraid that this time the villains win. Orangutan climb the tree of victory.
मेरे दोस्त मेरे को सैबी बुलाते हैं या बहुत क्लोज जो फ्रेंड्स है वो मेरे को सबिया बुलाते हैं, तो मैं बोलता हूँ कि माय नेम इज सैबी एंड आई एम एंटीडोट. बचपन से ही गेमिंग में कम्पिटिटिव था. वीडियो गेम्स आते थे ना निंटेंडो, उसका मैं टूर्नामेंट होस्ट करता था. सबसे 5-5 रुपया लेता था और उससे कुछ खरीद के वो ट्रॉफी वो प्राइज बना देता था. फिर वो कैफे में गया, कैफे में जाके सिंगल प्लेयर्स गेम खेलता था. वो टाइम पे वो हैरी पॉटर ये सब वो खेलता था. तो एक दिन देखा कि यार 5 वर्सेस 5 लैन चल रहा है और बहुत लोग मतलब सब लोग लाइक वेरी सीरियस एंड और सबका एज लाइक 19, 20, 22, 24 ऐसे. सोच रहे कि इतने बड़े लोग गेम क्यों खेल रहे हैं, यू नो. तो मैं कैफे ओनर से पूछा कि ये क्या चल रहा है, तो बोल रहे हैं कि इधर टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है आज, तुम लोग ये साइड पे मत आना, तुम लोग वो साइड पे खेलना. तो फिर मैं थोड़ा ऐसे झांकी मार के देखा. देख रहा हूँ सब एकदम फुल एड्रेनलिन चल रहा है, उधर चिल्ला रहे नाइस वगैरह. तो बोला इट्स नाइस थिंग कि भाई ऐसा क्या है गेम.
So after 2 failed lineups, we were wondering if we can get a very good team in India. There was one thought. We were thinking of moving to another region to set up our lineup over there. Talks were quite advanced.
We were already looking for accommodation and everything for them, and setting up a boot camp in Malaysia. And then Andy calls us and he said that we might be interested in joining OG if you guys are up for it. We were shocked.
See, this time I don't want to be overconfident or anything, but yeah, like same scenario like before. I've seen the team grinding, I've seen the team working hard, and it's not that the players are just here playing for money or for fame or anything, because even they know that they have something to prove on the line.
And we realized that they are probably the best in the country.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, there's an Orangutan's brand new Valorant roster.
Welcome to the forest.
Make some mad noise!
VCL SA is the only route for an esports org to represent India on the international stage for Ascension.
This VCL is decider for everything.
मेरे को खुद पे भरोसा था कि मैं आईजीएल कर सकता हूँ. या मैं कोशिश करूँगा IGL करने का, क्योंकि आई नो कि मेरे को मेरा विजन बोलना आता है लोगों को.
I told you, like, trust me, I will make you win the Antico.
फिर मेरा थॉट है कि मैं मेरे हैंडपिक प्लेयर्स लूँगा. अगर मेरे को मेरा टीम नहीं मिल रहा है तो मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा. और मेरे को स्टार प्लेयर्स वो टाइम पे चाहिए ही नहीं थे. मेरे को यंग टैलेंट चाहिए थे. मेरे को रॉफिल के साथ खेलना था.
कैफे का लाइन खेलना चालू किया, फिर वहाँ से आदत हो गया कि लाइक गेमिंग में कुछ इतना बड़ा नहीं था, लेकिन पैशन था, पैशन के लिए खेलते थे सिर्फ. फिर खेलते गया फिर थोड़ा मतलब जैसे ही एज बड़ा होता गया, ऐसे फैमिली बोलती क्या कर रहे हैं, पागल तो नहीं हो गया, लाइक दिन रात गेम. जैसे मैं परफॉर्म करते गया, लाइक वैलोरेंट के टाइम पे जैसे मैं परफॉर्म करते गया, लाइक स्कोर बोर्ड देखता था कि ऑलवेज टॉप फ्रैग, लाइक वुमन लेके भी, लाइक स्मोकर लेके भी, तो फिर मेरे को समझा कि यही है कि इसमें कुछ हो सकता है. मेरे घर पे तो पीसी फूट गए थे ब्रो, वाईफाई और पीसी कितना बार फूटा है, लाइक फिर भी मैं बना, लाइक वही ना, तो बोला ना 2-3 घंटा ही मिलता था मेरे को दिन में खेलने के लिए. तो मेरे डैड हमेशा लाइक वाईफाई तोड़ देते थे मेरे लिए कि इसको नहीं खेलना है, पढ़ाई करो, लाइक बिजनेस ये सब देखो.
अगर वो कुछ चीज़ों पे अगर वो मन बना लिया वो करेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर उसको वो बोला कि मेरे को रेडिएंट टॉप 10 बनना है तो उसमें वो जी जान लगाएगा. फॉर्चुनेट टू हैव अ डुएलिस्ट लाइक हिम. लाइक मेरा काम बहुत आसान कर देता है. मैं अगर गलत कॉल भी करूँगा, वो लोग अगर मार देते हैं तो पब्लिक को लगेगा कि यार मैं अच्छा कर रहा हूँ. तो आई एम वेरी लकी टू हैव पीपल. एक्सकैली जब छोड़ के गया था तो मेरे को वही उतना इम्पैक्टफुल प्लेयर मेरे को ढूंढना था, भले इंडिया में या इंडिया के बाहर जो भी है. तो इट वाज अ वेरी लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स के नाम, बहुत सारे सजेशंस, सब कुछ आए.
Tesseract told us that, you know, there's this guy Aziz in the Philippines. He's really, really good. And they realized that what matters most is 1, his aim,
1 enemy remaining,
2, his gameplay, and 3, who he is as a person.
I'm the best player of Orangutan. Name is Aziz Nandang, also named as Aziz. And I'm from Philippines, Binyan, Laguna.
आई थिंक हम पूरे एज ए टीम हम लोग ने डिसाइड किया कि अजीज के साथ जाएंगे. फिर मैंने उससे बात किया और जैसे ही मैंने उससे बात किया पहले दिन मैंने डन कर दिया था कि नो दिस इज द गाय.
I didn't have money to buy CS:GO. I discovered CS:GO because of my brother. So I just tried to play with him, like what do you call this? Like switch with him, like let me play, something like that. And he's saying, okay, I just let you play 1 game. And then when I played, 1 round. He said 1 round only. And when I played 1 round, I'm having, what do you call this? Like I'm enjoying so much.
Kill, take this! Watch out, I'm out of here! Spike planted. This way!
And this man, he is an absolute monster, devouring.
Nice one! My ult's ready.
This man is an absolute beast.
I think my classmates are asking me, like, where are you? Like, why are you not going to school? And then I'm not, what do you call this? Like, telling them because I'm shy at the time, but now I don't care. Like, what they think about me, you know? Because I didn't have a choice that time because we're, what do you call this? Like, broke. I don't have money to pay my tuition. That's why I played Valorant. Yeah, at first, before I came here, I was thinking like it might be scary because I'm very far from my country and I don't know a lot about India before. I met Tess when I was like not pro in CS:GO yet. I was like grinding in matchmaking only. When I saw Tesseract playing in LAN, I saw him like, what do you call this, like standing and shouting, you know, and there's like crowd. And I'm thinking to myself like, if this monkey can survive in India, why can't I, you know? That's why I said, okay, I'll go with you.
My name is John Michael. My name My name is John Michael Pigap. I'm playing in Orangutan. My agent is Tesseract. I'm from Olongapo, Philippines. When I go computer shop, my brother, my older brother, I go with him one time, and then I just like it playing video games with him.
I think हर टीम में एक बंदा होता है जो टीम का वाइब अच्छा रखे, माहौल अच्छा रखे. I think that is best. One more young talent, RVK. If he is in his zone, अगर वो अपने zone में है, I think वो जितने भी players हैं अपने server में उससे सबसे deadly player वही है.
I think just watching esports used to be an escape for me. Like it brought me some kind of happiness, which would take my mind off what was going on in my life. Imagine you're having a really rough day at school, but you can get through it just so you can go and play at home. Like it was something like that for me. Like it was an escape.
अगर वो आज zone में है, खत्म. Like कोई उसका जो skill set है उसका raw firepower है.
We had a duck shooting game in which there were actually physical, like those guns things. Not a gun, but what I mean. Me and my dad used to compete and play like in that duck stuff. I don't care what I do. Even if it's the worst thing possible, if I'm happy doing it, I don't really worry about anything else. No matter how how much we had practice or how new I was to the game, I wanted to be the best at it. That's period.
So after all of this, we were set, the roster was set, all prepared for VCL SA, and we were all ready for them.
It's a team that's filled with professionals.
It's 4 AM right now. We are at a hidden place in Delhi, in the middle of nowhere. Somewhere only we know. क्या बोलते पाशा हो गई नशा.
There is a slight change for the side of OG today. Usually RVK is supposed to be playing for the team, but RVK unfortunately has an ear infection, and that means he will not be available to play today.
मैं बोल रहा आपको प्लेइंग लाइनअप क्या है? मैं बोला ये लिवाई है, मतलब RVK की जगह पे किसी से कान में बोलते हैं. हम लोग को वो मिला ही नहीं है. लिवाई का रोस्टर में नाम ही नहीं है.
And we found out that Rishi is unwell. Like he can't fly and play the tournament, and the office was panicking.
It's a rough spot for Orangutan. 24 hours before their first game and without a player.
12th के बाद बेसिकली मेरे को डैड ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा, तेरे को बाइक चाहिए या तेरे को पीसी चाहिए? तो मैं बोला मेरे को पीसी चाहिए. आई एम लीवा, राजीव सातपुते ऑल्सो नोन एज लीवा. आई एम फ्रॉम पुणे एंड अभी इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ, 3rd year में हूँ अभी. आई एम होपिंग टू कंप्लीट इट hopefully.
And Levi finally kills him. He gets a double. Levi tearing open a path for his team.
I think Levi बहुत humble बंदा है.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valorant Challenger South Asia. We're going to start off with a banger. Of course, the opening matchup is going to be between OG and Lethal Esports.
It was good, like जब हम enter किए stage भी like मैंने सोचा नहीं था कि इतना अच्छा stage होगा. उससे ही like surprise हो गया.
We playing Heaven, Fracture and Ascent.
As soon as I saw the jersey, मैं बहुत खुश हो गया था. मतलब चेहरे से हंसी ही नहीं जा रही थी मेरी, इतना खुश हो गया था मैं. It's like a dream come true.
लैन का तो क्या ही बोलूँ कि 6 महीने बाद, I think 6 या 5 महीने बाद लैन वर्थ था वेट करना इतना like.
Calma. आजा very good guys, very positive. You guys will go close and boom bust. Get the fuck out bro. मेरे सामने बन रहा crazy bro. Guys, don't look at the scorecard, play for this round. I'll body like
One enemy remaining.
No. Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Have it. So good. So good. Let's fucking good. Get back the momentum. Drop done.
And with that, it's going to be a 13th for Orangutan. An absolute dominant performance in the opener of this series.
When we were going up against Aster, we really thought that it was going to be an easy game.
सोचा था हम ही जीतेंगे, like one side होगा मैच.
I'm putting all things for a push and everything.
Okay.
I have the spike.
One.
फर्स्ट मैप मेंटल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. फर्स्ट मैप फर्स्ट राउंड पिस्टल राउंड बेसिकली बहुत क्रूशल रहता है कोई भी ओपनिंग मैप में.
Sova 1v1.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Sova.
Sova Elam bridge B.
Last player standing.
One A-link. Resailing.
अगर बोनस जीत गए तो ओपोनेंट का मेंटल जो है वो थोड़ा हिल जाता है. सो वही हुआ हमारे साथ कल. उसकी वजह से 8-4 हाफ हुआ था.
Last player standing. Long.
Anti. One close.
Turret. Oh shit.
Outside B. He's speaking.
Last player standing.
Outside B.
Spike down mid.
There is a very real world in which Astra were able to run away with this on OG's map pick.
Then we leave one guy at A and we'll come back. We do mid default.
Get a pick here.
Nice!
Let's go, boys. Let's go. We got this. Come on.
Nice. Good kill.
Minus 40.
One enemy remaining.
We are doing good, guys. Trust me, we are just being unlucky sometimes.
फिर हम सोचे कि पिस्टल राउंड जीते तो ये कम बैक फॉर श्योर है. फिर हम पिस्टल राउंड जीते, फिर सबको मोटिवेट आया, लाइक सब एकदम मोटिवेट हो गए और लाइक वहाँ से लाइक जीत गए हम. लाइक हमको पता था अगर पिस्टल जीतेंगे तो हम जीत जाएंगे वो गेम.
आई थिंक फर्स्ट गेम में तो रॉफिल और अजीज ने पूरा स्टेप अप कर दिया. और जेन्युइनली मैं फील करता हूँ कि अगर उस गेम में हेवन मैप में अगर रॉफिल और अजीज इतना स्टेप अप नहीं करते तो हम लोग को पहला मैप भी हार जाते.
For me, it is not a very hard task because I know that if I am down as IGL, then the team will be down already. So.
But for me, it was just small things that snowballs into a team effect. You know.
Just to let you guys know, Ascent is the pick of Astra Army.
Last player
Too close.
Minus 60.
Anti boys.
Aim in. Rushing in. Nice. Fighting with you, Aziz. Nice. Copy.
Spike down A.
Gonna rush here.
Let's fight for Heaven.
Rushing. Fight.
Last player standing.
Surprisingly, Astra are looking pretty damn good right now. OG certainly on the back foot. That's
Last player standing.
Bro, I'm so unlucky, bro. They shooting me in the smoke.
और सेकंड मैप भी पूरा वॉश आउट ही हो गया असेंट पे. वो लोग का अच्छा था. वो लोग अच्छा खेल रहे थे.
We cannot lose 2-1. We have to win every game 2-0. So, like convincing victory every game. That won't happen every time, bro.
Anti. Actually, bro, I can read them. They're so bad, bro.
Good. Very good.
If I say something, can you trust me, guys?
100%. Don't worry, guys.
Let's go.
What you mean? I'll fuck everybody.
Amen. We're gonna rush. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, shot. Fighting a shot. Two more.
One here. Amen.
Remaining.
Anti.
Can we fight Amen with them? Can we fight Amen this now?
He puts KO knife and 1 way, okay?
Where?
Hey, green box. Yes.
Down A.
One HP, one HP, one
Last
HP.
player standing.
They're rotating so fast. It's okay. I'll take. Like, listen, can we do 5-man B? But use everything, okay? Market on market. One lane.
Spike down B.
One more.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
1v1.
Thrifty.
Ante.
I'll recon mid.
Poking short. Yeah. Can we break the short setup? I think they have crossfire and short.
to run.
Car market. It's okay. Guys, no. Aim in. They can push B main. I'm coming, Ajay.
One aim in, bro. Fighting you, Levi.
One more aim in.
Can they do it here? Can they do it now? And can they do it against an Asta?
10 seconds left.
Just the comms is not as how we usually do. The comms were really not that good compared, just like how we usually do. So basically you can feel it. It's not usual. Like,
I don't know, it's like, I think it's the same. I think what in my mind is like, we're gonna destroy them. But I didn't expect it to be close. I think we just played bad, but if we play normal, I think we're gonna destroy them. It's our own mistake, that's why it's close.
Of course, we want to dominate, but every match cannot be a whitewash or something. Sometimes some hiccups, some slippery moments will come, and you have to carry forward and you have to come back strong. That is how you become a champion team.
I felt good, to be honest, because a team that knows how to lose knows how to come back.
Now we go to Icebox, a map which OG have proven to be able to play in the past.
30 seconds left.
Hello, 60 on Sage.
Kill Jay missing, guys.
One more low, one default. Nice chill. One default.
Last player standing.
Carpen the wall.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go.
Don't interrupt my work.
Just let me aggress. Yes. Doing whatever you're doing, very good. They need to play.
Yeah.
Fuckers. And maybe can be fake. Hey, close. Nice. Inside.
I got timing.
Nice.
One enemy
One
remaining.
more. Last guy.
Spike down B.
No, unknown. Hey,
30 seconds left.
Let me take that.
We made a lot of mistakes, right? If we can see the mistakes, it's better to just rectify that mistake and then play the next game. So, as doctor said that we had so many mistakes. So we were just discussing. It's better to just discuss and rectify those. That's why we do the team talk.
I feel very confident with my Jet because in my last team I was the guy who's playing Jet.
मतलब वो कोयला वाला ट्रेन है, उसको जलने में थोड़ा टाइम लगता है. उसको कोयला डालते रहा. उसको लगा कि नहीं भाई अभी ये कोयला ठीक से नहीं डल रहा है, तो उसको लगा कि वो डाल रहा था बट कोयला गलत जगह पे डल रहा था.
You see in the last map we were coming more smoothly, and everybody was taking a lot of initiatives, as I said.
एक्चुअली मुझे ये फील होता है कि अच्छा हुआ कि ये कल वाले मैच में हो गया, बिकॉज ये टूर्नामेंट का स्टार्टिंग फेज़ है एक्चुअली. तो स्टार्टिंग फेज़ में अगर ये हो जाए कोई भी प्लेयर के साथ, ये एक्चुअली सब प्लेयर्स के साथ होता है कभी ना कभी, हर टीम में होता है. तो कोई भी अगर टीम में ये स्टार्टिंग फेज़ में अगर हो जाए कोई भी टूर्नामेंट में, तो ये टीम के लिए बेटर है, क्योंकि एक झटका लगता है टीम को, तो उसके बाद उनको रियलाइजेशन हो जाता है कि नहीं ऐसे नहीं चलेगा, हमें प्रॉपरली एक टूर्नामेंट को जब टूर्नामेंट में कोई भी टीम के साथ हम खेल रहे हैं तो प्रॉपर मेंटालिटी के साथ स्टार्ट करना है, किसी को अंडर एस्टिमेट नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना है कि ओपोनेंट को बहुत रेस्पेक्ट दो बट अंडर एस्टिमेट भी मत करो.
When we were outside the hotel, I said that let's team talk before we go in the hotel. After we go in the hotel, it's all gone. Okay.
Sometimes I will IGL and make you guys champion because everything is right, everything is right. Some days it will be off. Then you guys have to step up. Don't keep it inside. And why? When I was young, what used to happen was if I'm not killing, I'm too much focusing on myself.
Like the other teams, after the game, if they lose, they're just split apart. But us, we're sticking together. We're trying to fix our mistakes.
When Tesseract is playing, he's always giving me some ideas. Okay? But today, it was not there. So as a third person, when I view it, everyone, not me, everyone, if you view it as a third person, he will definitely come and say that he didn't do that because he's not killing. It's better to just talk about the game outside. Straight away come up and suggest me that antibiotic is not working. Then I say, no Tess, just follow. Just follow, trust me, because I have a vision.
Yeah, but the way they play also is like, I don't know, maybe my read was bad because I don't know, but yeah, maybe my read was bad, right? I thought they are rotating so fast, but they're just stacking in a, like what Raja told.
Even as us as player, after winning the 2-1, some players or some people will think like, it's too close, man. It's too close. From everyone, even from tomorrow, Levi is bad or Aziz is bad. If you feel, okay, this plan is not working, suggest me instant. If I feel like, okay, this is good. Because I am also one directional, right? Because I am thinking, calling, looking at the map. Okay? और अगर strong रहेगा, तो बाकी जो एक दो players आएंगे, उनके around खेलेंगे तो वो team ऐसे ही strong रहेगा. If you see.
Before I even start, he keeps like saying that keep trying to pinpoint to the team mistakes.
Stop shouting, man. You shout at me, I will shout at you back, man. Legit, I'm telling you honestly, if you want inputs from me, I'll tell you. You can tell me nicely. No, the thing they know also the team also like the way I talk. Like I always shout, but I did not pin. You know, I'm not mean to like shout like mad at him. No, how I do things is I fix the most crucial things first before I jump into smaller things. Okay, for me, whatever you say is secondary. The primary thing was you choke first 2 maps. You have to accept that. Some people have bad days, bad games, right? You have to accept that. But you managed to bounce back on the 3rd map. I ask you, remember what you were feeling when you bounced back on the 3rd map. Remember why? Because I want you to reset every round from now onwards. If you're not hit, like let's say one round you don't hit your shot, don't whine, think, reset, like that. You know, and mental is a very the most challenging part. You know, when someone chokes, right? Other players need to help. You know, like now we know our mistake, and then of course in the next game we'll not do it again.
Alright, let's go.
Forget about the game now.
Relax. Oh my god.
Relax.
Oh my god.
Metal Esports. Oh boy, I mean, whatever they've been trying to pull off so far on the attacking half, things really haven't been working out in their hands. And OG, they're just really shining in these duels.
Not worried about it. Tesseract finally is down. Revealing area. As he almost had it. And now he can smoke the recon spot. Even reveals Tricky in the process and antidote to clinch it. Orangutan make the comeback happen. They suffered a little in the previous game, but they are back in form. On top of their group.
You cannot brute force this through. Just reset.
Today is the last day of this group stage, ladies and gentlemen. That means top 3 will be solidified and moving forward inside the playoffs. Today's matchup is going to be happening between OG and Reckoning Esports, but Reckoning Esports are sort of a little bit in the shaky spot, but still you can call them in the safe zone.
So far, the position of Orangutan has been very solid.
One more young talent, RVK.
RVK is here. He's looking fresh.
Ascent हम लोग का उतना strongest map नहीं है, obviously हम लोग का pick था.
So retake is definitely possible quite easily. This time, Reckoning Esports go quite quick. They go for the entire control. WD10 sort of just trapped here, but the amount of intel OG is able to gather, it's impressive.
So you can afford to stack up this win. You don't need to worry
30
about
seconds left.
gaps in the defense. And now we can hear them. They might as well go for a save.
It's a 2v5. Next to impossible.
10 seconds
था
left.
उसके बाद एक वाइटल राउंड था जिसमें फोर्स बाय था, वो लोग हम लोग ने जीता। आई थिंक वो 11-9 वाला राउंड था।
Amazing stuff from OG so far, but they still have a lot of ground to cover.
Aziz is quite softened up, but this time he will be cleaned up as well. It's a 2-on-4. It's doable. The Tesseract watching the corner with the up. The trespass stop. And incredible shots need to be hit, and that's what happens. Master, he pulls up with a nice peek. He does find the man, but it's all down to Hirsch now. This man's been feeling himself so far. He manages to tap the first, but Antidote, he's feeling cracked up.
तो वाइटल राउंड था, वो जीतने के बाद एक मॉरल बूस्ट अप मिला टीम को, तो उसके बाद वो मैप जीते। सेकेंड मैप फ्रैक्चर हम लोग का बहुत one of the strongest map है।
Here we go. We're heading inside the map of Fracture for the second time. The lurk will be activated quick enough from the back lines. Quick dash on the site. Both the duelists have already made it in. Rafuel was able to find one in quick succession. Flattens position and compromise with his own, and this man's playing quite aggressive. He did manage to find one. Reckoning Esports, I think so. The only way to stop OG is fire to fire. The trades are there back and forth, but the man in the close is not expected. And OG, they start to get the grip in their hands once again. But RVK has already chipped him down to 2 HP.
हम लोग ने 9-3 स्वैप किया, फर्स्ट हाफ स्वैप किया।
Just playing in the close quarters off Arcade. Still playing around his setup, but Hirsch is extending all the way towards Arcade. And now it's a 2-on-4. The win is inevitable, and we are going to go to the map of Icebox.
कि जब राउंड्स हाथ में रहते तो प्लेयर्स टेंड टू टेक मोर रिस्क।
फर्स्ट मैप जीतने के बाद थोड़ा ऐसा लगता है कि प्रेशर रिलीज होता है। तो जितना मैंने मेरे ये टीम को देखा है, प्लेयर्स को देखा है, हमारे प्लेयर्स दबाव में बहुत अच्छा खेलते हैं।
लाइक अ स्टेटमेंट फॉर अस टू आवरसेल्व्स, knowing that we're not as good as we think we are. फर्स्ट मैप के बाद थोड़ा लूज होता है, सेकंड मैप झटका चाहिए, फिर थर्ड मैप के बाद वापस।
Meanwhile, Reckoning are on a mission to capture as many orbs as possible to use the cascade to provide Hutch a little bit of cover.
RVK is ready with the snake bite, and he will toss the snake bite in, but it's a little bit too late. Flabbin just dashed in right in the back.
Antidote and Aziz both playing in tandem, but Aziz has his head taken off. The captain gets one more.
Aziz has the entire Blade Storm available, but what a shot! Clips his wing in midair, and Hirsch has already got a 3K. He's looking to get the fourth in the hand. He sniffs the blood, but this time Rafuel will extinguish that fire that they have to make a comeback. And OG, they come out on top in this final match of group stage.
Orangutan have done it. They've beat Reckoning and are now making their way through the playoffs.
हम लोग ने मैप ड्रॉप किया है और हम लोग ने कमबैक करके जीता है, तो वो वैसा नहीं रहा कि कि डोमिनेशन एकदम फुल फ्लेजेड होगा।
Last player standing.
Any team, no matter the size, will always tell you the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Tell you one insider which I realized today, okay? हम लोग टूर्नामेंट में इम्प्रूवमेंट कर रहे हैं। ये एक चैंपियन टीम की मेंटालिटी है, एंड आई थिंक ऐसा मेंटालिटी रहेगा तो डेफिनेटली वी गोना विन द टूर्नामेंट।
We're taking VCL.